Hi, I'm Mr. Morrow, and today we'll be talking about Lulu Data Set 3. If you open Data Set 3, you'll see pictures of some strange worm-looking things that you might not know what they are. These are actually chromosomes. Chromosomes are an important part of our cells that tell the cells how to make a human being. Not just any human being, you. If we unwrap the chromosomes in a cell, we get DNA. Inside DNA, we have genes. Genes are tiny instruction sets that code for a very specific trait. A gene might code for eye color or height, or even how much sugar should be in our blood. When we want to take a picture of these chromosomes, we wait until they are going through mitosis. Mitosis is when one cell splits into two. When we are in a very specific phase of mitosis, called metaphase, the chromosomes are easier to see and take a picture of. Once we get a picture of those chromosomes, we can use a computer to organize the individual chromosomes into pairs ranging from longest to shortest. This is called a karyotype. Some important vocabulary to know are the words allele and locus. An allele is an individual choice that a gene makes when deciding a trait. You might have different alleles for eye or hair color, and these alleles help determine what color you get. A locus is a place on a chromosome where a gene is located. Getting back to our data set, we can see on the first page that we have two karyotypes. You should be able to make some observations about them now. Let's start looking at these questions. The first question asks us to write down some observations we made when looking at the karyotypes. Keep in mind that even the simplest or any observation you make could be important, so don't discount it just because you notice something. What do they have in common, the two karyotypes? Why are the chromosomes paired? You'll notice that each of those chromosomes is two chromosomes put together. So think about where you get your chromosomes. Why would you have one chromosome from someone and one chromosome for somewhere else? And what would that tell you about what we could do with those chromosomes or those karyotypes? From where do lion cubs get their chromosomes? A good hint is probably the same kind of way you got your chromosomes. So how does this happen to produce the pattern you see, the pattern being pairs? And knowing the answer to question 3, how could we use karyotypes to prove to us who the parents are? Does this karyotype help you determine the parentage of the cubs? Remember where we got the karyotypes. If you read the first paragraph, it told you we got the karyotypes from two lion cubs. So if you have a karyotype from one lion cub and a karyotype from another lion cub, and they're similar to each other, you might be able to determine the relationship between the two cubs. But would that help you determine the parents? And then last one, but what other information would be helpful to answer your question? Keep in mind, your question is how to figure out who the parents of the cubs are. Good luck and let me know if you have any questions.